Good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know this ain't working without y'all. Ho, 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 ho. Taco Tuesday is in the books. First day of minicamp practice in the books. Check. Nobody got hurt. Check. A lot of players coming back from injuries. Check. It seems like a lot of people have a new attitude. The one person that I'm really waiting to hear, and maybe I've just missed it. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. But, you've seen Zeke Elliott, who's been on a tear. Zeke Elliott, you can physically look at Zeke Elliott and say his body looks different than it did last year. Remember, this is where what a difference a year makes. A year ago, in about a week from now, okay, I believe it was around June 15th, we found out that Zeke had COVID. And for about 2 weeks there, he said, I can't really work out. He wasn't working out because he did have COVID. Now we know Calvin Joseph had COVID. It was quarantined for 10 days. It's time that you lose that you can't get back. But you look at Zeke and you say, okay, he looks better. He looks like he's in shape. He's looking like he's elusive. He looks lighter and quicker and stronger. So you say, okay. You look and you see Lyle Collins, okay? You see him. You see he's kind of changed his body makeup too. He's about 10 pounds lighter. You see him, you see his attitude. You see him basically saying that Dak Prescott wasn't, an inspiration to him. You see Tyron Smith on the field, and he's, rocking and rolling. And he's talking about he's not ready to retire. He thinks that he's got, he's going to play as long as his body's able to make it. And he's thinking 4 or 5 more years, which is not out of the question if it ends up being that this neck injury, the neck bone connected to the backbone, and the backbone connected to the tailbone connected to the, okay, all right. It's connected to everything, including the arms and the elbows. And I can tell you one thing. I don't know if you've ever had a slipped disc. I had 3 at one time. And the mistake I made was I'm just going to rest and let it pass. And I stayed in bed for about 2 weeks. And it got worse to the point where I literally shit myself trying to get out of the bed because it hurt so bad. I'm serious. It was almost that bad. So now when my back starts acting up, I just push my way through it. I'm a glutton for pain. I literally live in pain every single day. Some days worse than others. But if that neck bone operation took care of business, then it could be one of those things that, hey, we'll get 7 more years. You can think about Sean Lee, and I hate to use Sean Lee for example because all y'all going to go crazy. But see, 2014, Sean Lee had his knee worked on, and they said that was issues with his knee dating back to college. Now, I know Sean Lee's career ended up being short, but 2015, 2016 were probably the 2 best years of Sean Lee's career. He got that knee worked on, and all of a sudden, he became a Pro Bowler right after that. Seriously. And let's hope that that's the case with Tyron Smith. So we hear him. We hear Van Der Esch, basically saying, I understand why I didn't get the 5th-year option. I got to put in the work and prove I need to be here. Right? So, he's like trying to turn around things right there, too. And you hear a guy like Michael Gallup, Michael Gallup is realizing this is the last year of my contract. I haven't gotten a new contract yet. I don't know if I'm in the future plans after this year. But, you see, he's hungry and saying the right things, right? You're hearing all of these guys. Dak Prescott. Hey, I'm healthy. I've got to understand. I can't just run too much and things like that. I got to be better and keep working. And you're seeing him do the work in the field, and you're seeing people follow. So I see all of these guys who had injuries or bad years and down years trying to make amends. And as I say, sometimes it's not the crime as much as the cover up that makes it worse. So I see all of these guys that are trying to say, hey, I got to fix shit. I got to be better. I can't look at them bringing in people for my position that might be challenging my spot. I'm the one that controls that by the way I play. The one person I haven't heard anything from, other than changing their number, and maybe I've missed it. Like I said, I've been dealing with this bathroom and the honeydew list with the wife and things. She's on a mission. She watches House and Garden. And let me explain something to you guys. When you see House and Garden TV, I want you to think of pro wrestling. Okay? Because they're about the whole House and Garden TV shows are as fake as wrestling. And I know some of you out there, what do you mean wrestling is fake? You want to fight. But no, seriously. I'm sorry. I can watch one of those 1 hour shows and I can guarantee you I can pull out at least 5 things that are complete construction no-nos, okay? Putting tile on top of tile. Yeah, they do have some adhesive for it, but that shit ain't gonna last, okay? And this bullshit of taking 2x4s and cutting these little slats, and we're gonna put them vertical, and we're just gonna shoot a nail straight into it just like that, where it's not going to a stud. That shit's gonna warp, and that nail's just it's gonna pull the fuck off, okay? This shit that you see is fantasy. They bring that furniture in and everything else, stage that thing for the show, boom, it's done. A lot of times, they only touch a couple of the rooms in the house, and they leave the rest of the house unfinished. A lot of times, they messed up with the sewer pipe, and they had about 200 gallons of raw sewage in their front yard. Yeah. So I've been dealing with that stuff because my wife loves House and Garden TV. And being a contractor and being a guy who's seen it all, I'm just like, I don't want to watch this shit. This shit is, I'm sorry, it's bullshit, okay? You can't go through and say, oh, we took $20,000 and we bought a house for $1 and we completely fixed the damn thing and now we're selling it for $250,000. That shit ain't real. Okay. I don't know how I got on a tangent. Oh, because I was talking about, forgive me. I'm old and I lose focus real quick, okay? I need blinders on. But I may have missed it in dealing with all those other issues there of Jalen Smith kind of saying, you know what? I'm happy I got Micah Parsons here, but you know what? This is my spot here. And I'm going to make sure I prove to you that it's my spot. But I haven't heard any of that. I'm going to look for it. I'm not going to, listen, I'm not going to condemn him. I got to do more research on it. But see, I love when people have a little slice of humble pie, that they own their shit and they do something about it. And I'm hoping that maybe Jalen Smith is one that he's got it up here or in here, and he's not going to tell us what he's going to do. He's going to show us what he's going to do. I know that every year, we as Cowboy fans get sold a bill of goods. I know that. I understand. It comes with the territory. So many times we've been thinking, like after the 2014 season, oh man, we were just a bad referee call away from the NFC Championship game. Next year gonna be the shit, man. We gonna be the shit, man. You see Dez and Romo. Oh man, we got this. And then it's 4-12. We went into this season saying, "Oh man, hey, you know, we got our shit together. We're gonna make that run," and we get a shit sandwich. Everybody gets hurt. So it's hard. You got to temper your expectations because you don't know. I bet you there's 31 other teams that right now are feeling really good about what they're seeing out of OTAs, except maybe Green Bay. Green Bay probably doesn't right now because everybody's like, "Where's Aaron? Where's Aaron? Aaron?" Right? So probably not Green Bay, and probably the Texans East Side, since the one guy you got in the top 100 says, "I will never play for you again." Yeah, you're probably not happy seeing what you're seeing. Yeah, that's probably not. But I'm going to temper my expectations and say I believe that if the Cowboys can stay healthy and the guys that are talking about redeeming themselves do, you got a good team there. Whew. All right, y'all. I've made it through another day. Thank you, dear Lord, for blessing me with this. Hope you bless me with another one tomorrow because I got a lot of unfinished business to do. A lot. Let me say with feeling, because one of these times I'm going to be out here and I'm going to say this and I won't be there tomorrow. Thank you, all of you. And I love all you people. All of you. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the views, the thumbs up, the subscriptions, and everything else. I appreciate you guys. And I'm trying to spread some mojo and some love back to you. My man Jet. I'm not going to go into everything that he said, but basically, it was count your blessings. And no matter how bad things may seem for you, there's millions of others that are far worse off with far less to work with. So be thankful for what you do have. And look for a brighter day. God willing, these old bones will see you in the morning.